You know what the orange means, right? License to send. That means go. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dirtnation Offroad. So today we are bringing you a much needed Tacoma wrenching video because, you know what? I'll be honest, I don't do enough Tacoma content for you guys. So we're going to be doing something. I have a scratch on the truck. Where did that come from? It's been a while since we've done a wrenching video on the Tacoma. We got some stuff that we got to get taken care of before our next trip out to Swamp Lake, Bald Mountain. In this video, we're going to be making some upgrades. We've already made some upgrades. We're going to continue making some upgrades in this video so that we can get this truck ready for that trip and get ready for future trips. Now, right now, hey, Jose, Mr. Jeep Doctor, what are you doing, dude? So, fun fact, there's actually a crack in the frame on this thing because, hey, when you use your truck, you abuse it and things are going to happen. So, we have a crack in our frame right there. And then we got some other stuff. We got to make a skid plate because I don't have a factory bumper anymore. Because we have this bumper set up, you actually cut off the entire front system, so your original skid plates will not work. So I have a whole video covering this bumper and all that stuff. But I need to get a skid plate, at least for the engine, just so we can cover up the oil pan and the diff. So we're going to get that made right now. And then we're repairing that crack. And then a couple other things. So recently, I did this off camera, but we did install a set of beefed up tie rods because tie rod is a weak point on this truck, especially with the front locker, with long travel. You know, you have a 3.5-inch extended freaking tie rod. So it was time for us to beef these up. So we got these from Wicked Creations. So we've already put those in. Those are good to go. All good stuff. Now, today's video is for a specific reason. Here it is. Well, you guys already know. It's in the title of the video most likely. But we are putting RCVs on this truck. Ooh, much needed upgrade. Look, I've spent the better part of 6 years just nonstop breaking axles on this truck. I'm hoping this is the last set of axles I ever have to put in this thing, as long as it's IFS, as long as it's on the setup that it's in. I hope this is the last time I have to pull the axles out of it. Granted, I'm probably going to break the differential, but we'll worry about that later. That being said, oh, let's take a look. Oh my God, look at these beefy, girthy little things. Oh my God, look at. You know what the orange means, right? License to send. That means go. So, look at that. There, we got the official stamp on there. All right, let's start tearing the truck apart and put some axles in. Let's get it.
So just to review real quick, since I'm not going to be going step by step on swapping axles, pulling axles out of modern Tacomas isn't too difficult. Now, being on a rack, it definitely is easier, but this is something that you can do in your driveway or on the trail. Trust me, I've done it both ways more times than I care to count. After taking off the wheeler, we're going to remove the dust cover from the hub, then remove the axle nut with a 35mm socket. From there, we have two 19s that separate the spindle from the lower control arm. Then you should be able to lift the spindle with the upper control arm and wrestle out the axle shaft. Then you'll have to get the axle out of the differential. Now, these are held in with C-clips, so it'll take a little bit of force. You can use a punch with a hammer or a pry bar. From there, you should be able to get the axle to come all the way out.
Cool. This is you versus who she tells you not to worry about. Look at this thing. So, look at the difference in size between this and this. Pretty hefty right there, right? Get down to the shaft itself. Look at that.
Nice and girthy.
Nice and girthy. And then down here, same thing. Let's see, are these even the same axles? Is that the same size? Yeah, it is. Cool. Yeah, everything gets bigger. I mean, obviously these are the same, but this is all hardened steel. All the things that you like. And then obviously orange. Orange boots means everything. So fun fact, I got water in my freaking diff. I don't know how, but we did. We'll take a look at my crack that I have in there. Popped off my old seal. Let's take a look. This one is junk. Let's see how Jose's fix over here is holding up. Where we cracked the frame. Oh, you can't even tell anymore. Yeah, that's all cracked. Oh, I need a new transfer case. Look at that. Oof.
You have to actually in it now.
Oh, look at.
Yeah.
Brother,
That thing is gross.
I know.
It doesn't even look like, oh, it looks like grease.
at least it's not metallic. What was that?
What about that?
That's like normal wear. It's not chunks. It's just
Yeah, it's normal.
chingus.
All right, let's get these axles installed, and in the process, I will talk about what made me finally pull the trigger on these. The number one reason is peace of mind. Now that I'm long travel, finding replacement axles is difficult because now if I break on the trail far from home, I can't go to the auto parts store and just go for a quick fix. Stock axles are super weak, especially when you run big tires and lockers. And the extended axles that come with most long travel kits are no different. Now with RCVs, I don't have to worry about this anymore. These axles offer strength comparable to Dana 60s, which clears this truck for 37s, 40s, or pretty much whatever I want to run. Yeah, the front diff now becomes my new weak point, but this is the name of the game. My second big reason why I went with these axles is the RCV no questions asked lifetime warranty. My goal here, as I mentioned, is to have this be the last set of CV axles I ever put on this truck, and with this warranty, this ensures that that will be the case.
You got a big ass shot and you got no huevos?
As you can see, an axle install actually isn't that hard. You do the axle seals too. Yeah, having a lift makes a big difference. I'm not gonna lie. Having a lift makes a big difference, and yeah, maybe not. And just like that, these RCVs are in. Man, these things are massive. This right here, like this is, wow, big boy stuff. But I'm digging it. We put the other side of the diff drop on because I only had one side on. Don't ask me why. I talked about it. I don't know. I got diff problems. I got things going on. But we put the second one in, and we're gonna work on making a mini dinny skid plate or something.
Temporary skid?
Temporary skid plate. Sorry. So we're putting on a temporary skid plate just to get it through the next couple trips. So what we're gonna end up doing, we had an old Jeep skid plate, so we're gonna use the mounts for the what is this? The differential stuff. Use the mounts. I'm over here hitting my head on stuff. We're gonna use the mounts for the differential. That way it can drop it down low enough and then just bolt it up to the cross member back there. And that should be good enough to where, hey, we'll at least have it all together and kind of ready to go. But hey, it'll be all right. We'll make it happen. Sass, why are you recording this shitty ass skid plate? Because hey, sometimes you got to make a shitty skid plate to go to the trail. So, hey, not everything's sunshine and rainbows, Jose. It's all good, dude. Feast your eyes on the monstrosity. That burned. Oh. Anyways, there it is. Skid plate and RCVs. Main point of this video is RCVs. Hey, axles they're pretty simple to install. The RCVs themselves, easy to buy, hard to pay for. If you know, you know. You got to get that 1 year synchrony or what's the other one? What's the other one? A firm?
A firm.
You got to get a firm. Yeah. Yep. All the good stuff. Hey, you know how it is. We live ourselves 6 months, 0% interest at a time. That's how life is. But hey, there it is. We are all done here. This is our RCV install on the Tacoma. Look forward to next video. We are going to be thrashing on this truck, having some fun with it, and maybe getting it ready for 37s. We'll see. Comment below. Do you want to see the Dirt Nation Taco on 37s? We'll have to see. We got other work to do before we get there. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. Make subscribe channels, all those again, Facebook, YouTube, and Patreon. Yes, this is for shirt, tats, hoodies, and all those goodies. Dirtnation Offroad, BigCartel.com. Until next time, thank you guys. Let's get it.